Good afternoon.
So we have been anxiously waiting for your session, our participants and myself. Really. So our participants, they were very much impressed with your session yesterday.
Okay, thank you.
So they want to learn some new more things today's session.
Sure, sure.
So I would like to welcome our Dr. Gopkumar Sir V to take the session forward. Sir, you can take, sir, now.
Yeah, sure. So today I'll be talking about how MS Word, the ordinary MS Word, part of the Microsoft Office suite, which can be used for writing our research reports. It's a very helpful software for formatting our references according to the style manuals. Just now I heard people talking about style manuals and all, APA, MLA, Chicago manuals and all. So here today we will be talking about how MS Word can be effectively used in making research reports. So I'll be introducing certain techniques which are very useful. So I'll be opening MS Word. I will share my computer for MS Word. This is MS Word. When you open it, it will look like this, and you can open a new file like this, and it looks like this. And hello, the sound comes back. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible and you are visible, sir. The screen is visible.
Okay. So here, so MS Word is visible now.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Okay. So on the top, you can see the tabs: File, Home, Insert, Design. These are called the tabs. And below that, you can see the ribbon of commands. This is called the ribbon of commands. And below here there is one page. And usually what we will do is we will just, when we start MS Word, we will just start with typing in the details. But what we have to do is, essentially what we have to do is, we have to see whether the paper size is correct, margin is okay, all those things you have to check. So how to check it? Go to design, in layout, there is the first is size of the paper, whether it suits your printer or not, you have to check. Now it is A4 size. A4 is 210 into 297. 210 by width and 297 is the height of an A4 size paper that you have to select. Then after that you have to go for orientation. There are two orientations, portrait and landscape. In some cases, in between one sheet may come up as landscape. It is very difficult to accommodate certain tables in portrait option. So you have to change the orientation to landscape in between. But your page number should be continuous. So how will you change those things? That I will explain little later. And then comes the margins. So what should be the margin for your research report? If at all you are going to type it in MS Word, what you have to do is go to custom margin and see here it is all side, it is 1 inches by default. But you won't get enough space for binding. So what you have to do is increase this by 1.5 and keep it okay, so that you are getting enough margin space on the left hand side. Right hand, top, all these things are okay. Then comes columns. Actually, there is no need for having column, but you can create columns also if at all you require. You click here, you will get the content in 2 columns. I will just type some content, equal sign RAN. I just give a command so that I am generating some text. You can see it appears in 2 columns. If you change it to 3 columns, it will show as if it is in 3 columns. That simple it is. Now, if you change it to 1 column, it will change as 1 column. So this way, in the layout, there are options that you have to see first. Yeah. Hello, am I visible?
No, as of now, you are not visible.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
screen is not visible.
yeah, only screen is not visible. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. Somehow it got disconnected. Anyway, see, this is the so first is about size of the paper, orientation, margin. These three things you have to be careful before starting typing itself, and then you can start typing the thesis. Now, first of all, I wanted to tell about how to create a style and save it as your style. Why I am calling it as your style? Because when you are writing a thesis, your paragraph should be according to certain style like that of APA, MLA or anything. So by default, it may not give that option. It will give the software's default values. So what you have to do is you type something. For example, I'm just typing something. This is a command for generating random text, which doesn't mean anything. So I'm asking the computer to generate 5 paragraphs with 5 lines. Equal sign random means that meaning only random. 5,5, which means you are generating 5 paragraphs with 5 lines, and there is no meaning for that. Now go to home and then select the paragraph. Change according to the style manual. For example, I am changing this thing to style manual. First of all, you have to change this to Times New Roman. Font should be Times New Roman. So it has come, press enter key, that is done, and its size should be 12. Then you have to go to paragraph. It should be left aligned. Go to paragraph. Here, first line indent you can give. Before and after you can give 6 point, and it should be 1 point. Usually it takes double, but double means it too much of space will be there. So you can go for 1.5 and click OK. Now this is actually formatted according to a style. This is not. So what you can do is you can select this paragraph and go to the style palette. Here there is a button, small button it is. You click here, then here is the option create a style. Click on it. It will ask for a name. So you can just put it as my paragraph. PARA. You can short form it, my para, and click OK. Now in this set of quick styles, the first one is your style, my para. Click here and click on my para. The entire thing gets changed to the style according to your. You can select the entire thing together also and do it. So it will get changed to the style according to a style manual. But this style should be created based on the APA style manual. You read it properly and see what exactly they want in the style manual. Style manual, APA style manual is around 1,500 rupees. It is available. PDF files are available online also. You can just go for it and then format one paragraph according to the style and then save it as a personal style. For that, select the paragraph, go to this, and there is an option called create style and give a name there. And I have given the name my paragraph. Same way you can create a style for your headings, first level heading, second level heading, that also you can do. There is another method I will tell you little later. So this is how you have to do it. First thing is to create your own styles. Now how to format paragraphs, all the details in paragraph formatting. Select this, click on the paragraph formatting option. You will get the alignment. Usually APA style manuals is left aligned. You have to look into other style manuals and see how the alignment is. And this is left and right indent. Indent means how much space we have to leave from the left margin and right margin. In both cases, now it is shown as 0, which means the text is in the left margin itself and right margin itself. And here there is something called the first line indent. First line indent means the first line will be little away from the left margin. Here it is 0.5. Whereas if I change this to hanging indent, what will be the option? The first line will be in the left margin and all other lines will be away from the left margin. We will see that. So this is called a hanging indent. The first line is in the left margin. All other margins are away all other lines are away from the margin. This is called a hanging indent. But this is not preferred in research writing. We can go for the first line indent or none. And before and after 6 point. So before a paragraph and after a paragraph, if you need to leave little space, this is an option. 6 point above and 6 point below. And this is the space between lines. Earlier it was called as leading, line between space between the lines in the printed text was called as leading, because people used to keep lead in between to increase the space. So it was called as leading. Now it is called as line spacing. Here it is 1.5. If you are very particular, you can go for double space also, and then you can apply it. See here, what has happened is I have changed it to 1.5 to 2 point space. So it is not reflecting here. So what you have to do is, if you go and change in this customized style, right click here, go to modify, and here in the paragraph, here format paragraph, you change it as 2. See what will happen. Click OK, click OK, click OK. All the paragraphs have got changed. So that is the importance of having a style. If you apply the style in all the paragraphs and make a change once, it will get reflected everywhere, all of a sudden. This is very important. That is how I have done it now. So you can see that all the paragraphs have got changed to 2 point. Earlier it was 1.5. So this is what the importance of style. Now we will go for inserting page number. So styles are over. How to insert page number? Go to insert option. This is the option for inserting a page number. So there are options for top of the paper or anywhere you want accordingly, for bottom of the page. So I prefer this one in the middle of the, and you have to go by the style manual. You have to go by the style manual. See here it is page 1, page 2, like that it has come up. I will open another file so that which has more pages. I'm opening another file. Is it visible? What is information literacy? This file is visible, no?
No, sir. We are able to see only the previous one. The random file.
Okay, I will stop and I will start a new. Okay. Okay, you can see the new file with which says what is information literacy. Yes, so here I have actually many pages, like some 5 pages are there. So I'm going to insert page number. Click on insert, and here there is a page number option. Go to bottom of the page and in the middle. Yeah, I have done it, and you can see page number 1 is there, page number 2 is there, like that it goes. Now in most of the cases, the first page need not have a page number. That is how we used to write a thesis. First page we will avoid the page number. Second page only will have the page number. So how to avoid page number being shown in the first page? You understood the question? How to avoid page number in the first page of a writer. So what you have to do is go to layout, click on the page setup option. I am going very slowly. And in this, you have to go to layout and click on different first page and click OK. Now, if you see, first page don't have a page number, whereas second page is having it. I will repeat the process. Go to layout tab. Below that, page setup, group of commands are there. Click on this small initiation window, this small button. Click on that. Here margin, paper, layout, all these 3 are there. Out of that, there is an option called different first page option. If you click it, you will get a position where the first page don't have a page number, whereas the second page and the further will have page numbers. Hope you understood it. Should I repeat it? Means I will repeat again. What you have to do is go to open the file, go to layout, under page setup, click on this small button. When this page setup dialog box comes up, there are 3 tabs: margins, paper, and layout. In this, click on this button, different first page. You are getting a different first page without page number, whereas all other pages will have page numbers. This is the option. Hope you understood it. Now, sometimes you will have the option of having, you should have an option of having different series of page numbers. For example, the Latin as well as the Arabic numerals. In the first section, I need the Latin numbers, whereas later on I need Arabic numerals. So how to go about? For example, initial pages in a thesis like the condensed page, a title, all those things need to have a different page number. So how to go about? This is what I am going to show. So for that, again, you have to be in the beginning of the document here. Be in the beginning of the document, go to layout. In the layout, click on the breaks option. Here, there is something called the next page. Click on that. When you click, what will happen is a new page is created. So before, you have to be in the beginning of the document and click on the break layout button. Below that there is breaks and go for next page break. Then what will happen is a new page is created automatically. Now, if you double click here, you can see first page footer section 1. So it is called as section 1, whereas first page header section 2. So this is footer of first page of section 1. This is header of section 2. So these are 2 sections. Now if I go for inserting page number, insert page number, again bottom of the page, click here, it will be 1 only. Sorry, it has gone to the top. I will put it on the page number, bottom of the page. Yeah, it has come down, but it is still Arabic numeral only. So how to change it? Again, you have to go to insert page number, format page number. Here you can select from this list, you can select Arabic numerals, or yeah, like this, Latin, click OK. Now you can see that it has become I. So next page will be II, 2 it will denote, whereas this is showing as 2, but we want it as 1. So what we will do here? We will go for changing it by clicking here under format page number. You say I have to start from 1. Click OK. So it is starting from 1. So here this is starting from I, whereas this is starting from 1. Now if you want the earlier option of not having in the first page, what will happen is you have to go there in the page layer setup, go to the layout option and then click on the different page, first page. 1 second, sir, 1 second.
Just one small book for you, which we are releasing today. Ebook.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So here you can see that yeah, we have, what we have to do is, again we have to go for there, and in the layout we have to click different first page. When you click on different first page, the first page will not have page number. So now it is it's not going. 1 second, I will try it again. So what you have to do is go to insert page number, format page number. It's already 1. Now what we have to do is in layout, go there, layout, different first page. No, it's not going. I will try it again. Sorry. I'll try it again. I will open the file again and then show you. One second, I am opening the file. Some error has occurred. I will show it again. So it is again the same file. I will repeat all the process again. So what you have to do is inserting page number, you know very well. And if you don't want page number in the first page, what you have to do is go to layout, click on the small button and go to layout and click on different first page. It will not have page number, but we have not inserted the page number. Insert the page number also, page margin, bottom of the page here. Now you can see page number is there. Go to layout. I'm making mistakes again and again. Yeah, here it is not there. Now page number is not shown anywhere. Again, what you have to do is different first page. Now it is showing only in the first page. Oh, I will repeat again. Sorry, in between somebody came here and I got my concentration gone. I will do it again, please. Okay. Page number. This is the document. I am inserting the page number first. Again, I'm starting from the very beginning to start insert page number. This is the option. This time I am going for the top of the page. Click here. I'm getting the page number. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing is to avoid the page number from the first page. For that, you have to go to layout. Click on the small button. Click in this different first page. Click OK. It is gone. Whereas in the second page, it will be there. It is there. This is how you have to do it. This is one thing. Now to create a separate section, what I have done is again be in the beginning of the sheet, click on the breaks button and then click on next page option. Then next page, when you click, what will happen is a new section has been created. And here what we have to do is again we have to go for insert page number. Insert page number and here go to format page number and select a new format. Click OK. Now you can see that no, it's not coming. Yeah, it is coming as I. So this is a different style of page number. Here there won't be from here onwards it is Arabic numerals. So what you can do is to change this to 1. What you have to do is go to page number, format page number and say that it should start from 1. Otherwise what will happen is it will start from 2. So now the beginning of the thesis, it will have page number 1 onwards. Whereas here it is in Latin number. This is the tip. So what you have to do is you have to create a separate section and do it. This is how you have to insert page number. Now, suppose you wanted a page in a different orientation. Means we have seen 2 orientation. One is here you have seen in layout, you have seen these 2 orientations, portrait and landscape. Suppose you wanted the 4th page. We have 6 pages in this document. You want the 4th page to be oriented according to the landscape option. How we will do it? This is what we are going to do. So we want our 4th page to be oriented according to landscape. So what we have to do is first we have to go to the end of 3rd page. Be at the end of 3rd page. At the end here itself you have to be there. Then go to layout only and click here in the small button and go to margins. The option is here. Hello, will you call? I will call you back. I will call you back. Click on the landscape and click OK. Before that, select this and say that from this point forward. That what we are saying the system is, from this point forward, I need the orientation to be changed as landscape and click OK. Now you can see that this page is now in the portrait option and this is in landscape. Now what to do from here? What you have to do is click here and then go for the change of pagination to click on the portrait and say from this point forward, click OK. Now you can see that the page is changed. So if you go and see through this zoom and see all the pages together, you can see the difference. See the 1, 2, 3 and the 4th page is in the other orientation. I will repeat the entire thing again so that you will learn it. Go to view, click on the 100% option, you are there. Now what I will do is I will close this window and open it again to show this one more time. This is very important because in most of the social science thesis, this is always there. So I'm just stopping and I'm sharing it again. Okay, the file is again there. There is no page number. I will put page number first. Insert page number, top of the page. Okay. Now I want the 4th page to be oriented according to landscape. Now it is in oriented in the portrait option. I need from 4th page. So what you have to do is you have to be in the end of 3rd page because your 4th page is going to be the other way. So be at the end of 3rd page and then click on layout. Click on this small button and select the orientation and landscape. Tell the computer that this point onwards I need it in landscape. Click OK. So you can see that 4th as well as 5th have got changed. But what you need is from 5th onwards you need the other way. So do it again the reverse order. Select this point forward. Click OK. This is how you have to do it. So simple it is. So simple. So it is available under page setup and under this, and these two things you have to make use of. Apply to whom? These things you have to make use of. This is how you have to change the orientation of a page in between by retaining the page number. That is the important thing. By retaining the page number, you can see 4 and 5 are there. This is the method of doing it. Hope you understood it. Now what we will do is, just now I heard somebody was telling about reference management using MS Word. I will just tell minimum about reference management in simple terms, how to use reference management. So what you have to do is, in reference management is done under the references tab. Can anybody just tell me whether he has told about how to insert citations and make bibliography?
Yes, both have been covered just.
Covered. So inserting has been covered, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need not tell about how to create bibliography and manage sources, changing style and all. I'm not telling. Okay, so what I will do is I will go for creating a contents page for your thesis. Contents page for our thesis. So what I'm going to do is I have now 5 pages here. Hello. Yeah. See how many times I have rejected your call. I'm in a meeting, no? Please, you call me a little later. So see, in this, you consider this as my first chapter of the thesis. Okay, so we have to tell the computer what are my headings and subheadings. Then only computer can create a contents page. Contents page is the index to the content of a thesis. So the computer should understand which are the heads and subheads. So what you have to do is go to each items, select the heading and go to click on the home, and then here there is an option called heading 1, heading 2, like that it is there. So select this and say that this is my heading 1. Heading 1 means it is heading level 1, first level heading. Now you feel that it is very thin and all, but what you have to do is you have to go to your style manual and see what are the changes, what are the specifications that they tell about first level heading. Based on the style manual only you have to do it. So now also it is not correct. So how will you do it? Right click here, modify, and then say that my font is font. You click here and change it as Times New Roman. Where it is Times New Roman, you can say type here. It's not coming there. Then what we can do is here itself we can change Times New Roman. Times New Roman, it has come, and the size is given as 16 and bold, and make the color to black. Now it is blue in color, make it black and then click OK. What will happen is this has become according to our required style and it has been saved here as heading level 1. Now go to the next style. Say that this is my second level heading. Now heading level 1 and 2 are shown there. The moment you select this, you can see that third level heading is created. Here also you need to make changes. So what you will do, correct here, modify, change it as Times New Roman, and then this is 13, okay, and make it bold, and color you change it as black. Click OK. So your second level heading also is ready. I will go back again, select this. Now how to convert this into second level heading? Just click here. Click here. Select this, click here. So simple it is. Say that this is my third level heading. Click here. Color you can change by the way we have done earlier. You need to do once only. And then 12 bold and black color. Click OK. So it is there, and this is my second level heading. Second level heading. Sorry, second level heading. Second level. So done with. Now nothing is required. What you have to do is below you can ask the computer to give our table of contents. I will just click on references. The first option here is table of contents. Click here and click on this option. You are getting your table of contents. This is your table of contents. You can see here there are number of pages are very less. That is why 1, 2, 3 only are there. So you are getting your, you can see first level heading is here, second level is here, third level is here. If you want, you can change everything, select everything, go to home, change the font Times New Roman, make it 13 or 12, whatever you want. So this way you can format it and continue for printing. Now the problem is this is inserted at the end of the thesis. So what will happen is it will have a page number 4. Now it is 4. If you take it to 5, that page number will be there. Actually, we want it in the beginning of the thesis. So how to do it? Should I repeat? I will repeat the entire process again. I will remove this and I will repeat the entire process of creating the style. So you have to select your heading, go to the heading menu, heading command in the style menu under home. Select it and then it becomes according to the style, and if at all you want to make changes, right click here, modify, you can change the color, all those things here only, and then you can continue with that. So this is my second level heading. Click it, it will be selected like that. So for each heading, you have to give the style. Once it is done, what you have to do is wherever you want to have the contents page, click there, go to references, click on the table of contents and select the first option. Your contents page is ready. Now, if you make some changes in the contents page, for example, in the beginning, I am just saying authority is constructed and contextual. I am just removing this. Authority is normal. I just typed this. Now, just we will go there and see whether it has made changes in the table of contents. Authority is, no, it is not changed. But what will happen is when you click here, there is an option here, update table of contents, and it says update the entire table, click OK. Now you can see authority is normal. It has made changes. So after completing the process of writing your thesis, if you want to make some changes in the headings and subheadings, no, nothing will happen. It will get reflected in this table of contents. Now, the problem I have already told, it is in page number 4. No, we want it in page number, in a page which is before the thesis, in the initial pages. So what we will do is we will go to the beginning, be in the beginning of this document, and then go to layout, go to layout, click here in the breaks and create a new section. This is what I am telling again. In the beginning, be in the beginning of the document, go to layout, click on this breaks option and click on the next page. You can see that a new page is created and this is a new section. What you can do is again go to references, table of contents, insert it. Now your contents is in one page and your thesis starts from another. You can page number the way we have done it earlier. You can create a section. Already it is a separate section, so you can give a different number for that, and you can have a different number for your thesis. This is how you have to insert the contents page. Hope you understood it. I will repeat again. What you have to do is click here to remove it. So you are creating a section by clicking here and going to layout and clicking on the breaks and then next page. So you will get a new section and then click in somewhere here in the beginning, go to references, insert table of contents. This is how you have to insert the table of contents. Now the problem is, if you have too many chapters, what you will do? For example, if you have chapter 1 and chapter 2 and you wanted to create a table of content, so how will you do it? I'm just closing this file and I will open 2 files and show you what I have done. So the same file is with me. I will share it with you. The same chapter 1 only. Now what I have to do is the same thing I have to repeat, because the files are the same type of another file also is there. This is named as chapter 1. So another file is there with me, which is chapter 2. There also I have headings and subheadings. So the same way what we have to do is we have to tell the computer, this is my heading 1, this is my heading 2, like that you have to tell in both cases. Heading 2, I'll just quickly do it. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir, it is visible, sir.
Yeah. So I am assigning the headings with their styles. So style means heading 2, like that I am giving for chapter 1, and then I will save it, and then I will open chapter 2. Then only computer will understand these are my headings and subheadings. Now after this, you have to have page number also. Without page number, it is difficult to have a contents page. It is no meaning in having it. So go to insert page number. Okay, I kept it in a different place and I am saving this file. So what we have done is, in this file we have identified our headings and subheadings. Now the computer knows that these are my level 1 and level 2 headings, and we have given page number, and we are closing the file because we have one more file to deal with. So I am opening that file, chapter 2. So chapter 2 is starting with the literature review. Here also I have to give heading 1, heading level 2, heading level 2, heading level 2. Yeah, this has not been 2. So in this case, this is actually the second chapter of my thesis. If that is the case, what will be the page number of this, the first page? The earlier one was having 4 pages. So this should start with the 5th page. The page number should be 5. So how to insert page number 5? Go to insert, click on the page number, format page number.
Not visible, sir. The
Yeah.
screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible.
Your
My God.
screen-
Okay. 1 second. Okay, it is the same file. We are what I have done is I have assigned the what is that the styles, heading 1, heading 2, like that. You can see heading 2. This is again selected and given as heading 2. This I think I have given heading 2. Reports I have given heading 2, like that. I have assigned the headings, and now I have to give the page number. And in the earlier file, how many pages were there? 4 pages. So this is the 5th page to start with. So to insert the page number should say that it is 5th page. Go to insert page number, click here format page number, and you can click here and say that it should start with 5 and click OK. So the page number will be 5 from here onwards. 5 is not shown. So first we have to insert page number where it should appear. Top of the page. Yeah. You can see here the page numbers have come up. So this is starting from 5, 6 like that. And we have assigned the headings also. And now I will save it. File, save. So we have 2 chapters on the desktop of the computer. 2 chapters, chapter 1, CHP1 and CHP2. Okay. Now I will close this also. This file also I am closing. I will open a new file. This is the way I have to show it. There is no other way. I will just open a new file. Yes, and then I will show it with you. Share. So here I have the file with me, a new file. In this file, I have to create the content page of those 2 files which are already available on my desktop. So what is the name of the first file? CHP1. Second one is CHP2. Actually, these are not capital letters. These are small letters only. It is automatically being corrected. Okay, like that. Now, but this alone will not help. We have to tell the computer where exactly it is available. Where exactly it is available. It is actually available on my desktop. So I will go there and bring the address of the file. I will tell you how to do it. Address of the file means it is called a location. So here I am showing again in I will just copy the address of the file here. Paste. So this is the address. You can see here. I will just magnify it. See, this is it. C:\users\gopakumar/desktop. What does it mean? The file is available on the desktop under the folder Gopakumar, under the folder users, under C drive. This is what it is. How you get it? The file is on the desktop. You right click on it. Right click. When you right click, you will get a menu where the last item is properties. And when you click on properties, there will be an item written there called a location. You can copy from there this item, and then you just do one more thing, put a slash again and type the file name chp1 for the first file. So hope you understood it. We have two files on the desktop. One is chp1, the other one is chp2, chapter 1, chapter 2. And you have assigned the headings and subheadings by telling the computer that this is my first level heading, my second level heading, by going to the styles that you have already done. After that, you create a new file and then copy and paste the location of the file, just like this. I will repeat again. You have two files, chp1, chp2. Both have headings and subheadings assigned with the styles. Save them on a particular folder, preferably on the desktop. Then you copy their location like this, C:\users go. In your case, it will change. How to get it? Right click on the file. From the contextual menu that comes, click on the properties option. When you click on the properties option, you will get the location of the file. Copy it like this. Now you have to be very keen in attending me. Select this, copy it, right click, copy, and then go to insert, go to QParts, which you might not have used any time. Click on the field option. I will repeat again. Select this, right click, copy, go to insert, QParts, field. I'm repeating again. Select this location, right click, copy, go to insert, QParts, and click on the field. When you click it, a list of categories will come. Out of that, you have to select RD, capital R and D. Let us see. Yes, it is there. And there is a text box here. Here you just paste what you have copied. Users Gopakumar / like that. You have to and click on this and click OK. You can see that what you have copied is gone. This you can delete, and then now you can ask the computer to go to references and create your table of contents. Oh, it says no table of contents. I don't know. Hello, no problem? Can you see my this file? Somebody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have to. I will repeat the process again. You copy this and put the name of the file chp1. Select it. It was not working properly. Let me see. I will just Control C. First, what you have to do is copy. Go to insert, QParts, field, and from the list you have to select RD, and here you have to paste the location and then click OK. This also, without this also it may work. Let us see. It has taken up, and now I will have to go there and go to table of contents and click on this. It's not showing. So we could not find your file. What was it removed, renamed, or deleted? It says it is not able to find it out. Otherwise, it should show here the entire thing. Some error is coming up. I will try one more time and then I will stop. Something is happening. Let me try. Usually it won't. Yeah, the file seems to be open. That is why. I'm just copying it again. Coming to this page, pasting it. PHP1. Sorry, what was missing is I should have given the this extension which was missing. That is why. So this extension is a must. Now you have to select this, right click, copy, go to insert, quick parts, field, RD, and paste it here. Click on this, click on OK, and now it should work. Hopefully it should work. Click on this, click on this. Oh no, it's not coming. Sorry, it's not coming. But the process is this. It should work with all the computers. What I have just now told is you have to bring in this and don't forget to put the extension of the file. Once you do it and then select it, right click, copy, go to insert, quick parts, under field you have to select RD and paste it here, whatever you have copied. I will just change to 2. Let us see whether it works. 2. And select this, click OK, and then go to references, table of contents. No, it is still not working. Anyway, the process is this. It should work. It should work. It's just now it is not working properly. Otherwise, also you can use the earlier option of copying it in the first section. So this way you can create a content page. Now I will go for inserting. How to insert pictures and create a list of graphs and figures. How to create a list of figures and graphs. File, open, PHP1. So I have opened my chapter 1. I will show you again. So in this window, in this MS Word file, I am going to insert some pictures. Some pictures I will insert, and then we will make a list of those figures. So how to make it, I will do it. So, first in this page, I am going to insert a picture. Insert pictures. I will go to desktop. I will say from components files, I will take one slide. Yes, insert. So here I have inserted the file. I'll just make it a smaller one and go to home. I will arrange it in the middle, and then I need to give a caption for this. So usually we give caption like figure 1 or graph 1 like that. So how to do it? Go to references. Yeah, under references, you can see here there is something called captions group of commands. Insert captions, cross reference, and insert a table of figures. So in this, you click on insert caption. Here already you can see figure 1 is appearing already. If it is something different, for example, it is an equation or a table, you can select this. So you can change, see it changes to table 1. So here what you have to do is it's a figure only. You can give the name of the figure, that is slide 1. And if you want to create a new label, for example, if you wanted to have graphs, so click here, put it as graphs, GRAPHS, and click OK. You can see that a new label has been created. Anyway, we don't want that. We will go for slide number 1. Sorry, figure number 1, and it is slide 1, and click OK. All of a sudden you can see that it is There it has gone. It has got somewhere here. What I will do is I have to click some space for that. Click here, go to insert, sorry, references, insert caption, say slide 1. You can see that it is inserted just below the slide. I will show little bigger. Figure 1, slide 1. You can change the name. You can change according to the way you want it. Now click here, insert another picture. Go to insert picture. This time I am putting in another slide, making it smaller by dragging it like this. And to bring it to the middle, the command is Control E. So it will be in the middle. Go to references, insert caption, say this is my slide 2 and click OK. You can see that the slide has inserted the caption for that slide. I will do one more thing and then I will stop doing this. Here also I am going to insert one more picture. Go to insert picture, fourth one, insert. So it has come. Bring it to the middle, Control E. Then again go to references, insert caption. This time it is slide 3. Click OK. So this way you can insert the captions for the slides, and then finally at the end what you can do is go to references. There itself there is the option for insert table of figures. Just click on it. So it will ask what sort of the style should be followed for inserting the list. So it is asking from a template tab, means it will say figure 3 and then text and then some dots are there, then the page number comes like this. Anyway, we'll see what it is. See, it is there. It is the list of figure 1, slide 1 in page number 1, figure 2, slide 2 in page number 2. This way you can do it. Now I am going to this and I wanted to correct the page, this slide number. I will say something as principles, some changes I am making in the slide title. Now what I will do, I have to do is I have to come here and click on it. Or here there is an option called update table. Click on it. Click on it. Update table. Update the entire table. You can see that the third one has changed to principles. So this way, if at all you make changes in this, it will get reflected. So what all we have learned today, I will repeat again. First is to set the margin, and then how to go about creating a style of your own. Remember that you make changes in a paragraph and go to the style menu, and there you right click and then click and then take up the option of creating your own style. That is the first thing we have learned. Then what we have learned is how to insert page number, how to avoid page number from the first page. Then fourth thing what we have learned is how to insert a page which is having a different orientation in between. This is what we have learned. Then we have learned how to create contents page using this, and then how to create contents page from two files which are available on the desktop. You try it, it will work. Surely it will work. And then the last thing what we have learned is how to create the list of figures and graphs in the writer. These are the things which are essential in the case of writing a thesis or dissertation. There are something like insert, endnote, footnote are also there, which is commonly people use. So there is no need for telling about those things. This is what I can tell about in this limited time. Anything else would you like? You can ask me. Hello, sir. I am stopping with my presentation. You can ask me.
The participants, if you are having any queries, you can ask. Sir is available.
Yeah. One or two things I could not do it properly. Some software problems are there, but it should work.
Sir, organizers, yesterday's recording, please kindly try to send us.
Yes, sir. We are uploading into the drive. So
Okay.
because of the network issues, it has been slow. So once it's uploaded, we'll send the link, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. So any other queries, sir, apart from this?
No, it has been useful, I would say. Useful listening to complete compilation of how to go about getting oneself ready for a thesis work.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, the feedback links has been sent in the chat box, so you can go through that and you can fill them. And sir, there is a question like, sir, one example of citation as we do it in literature review. Somebody they asking, sir.
Okay, I can just do it. I will share one file with you and then I will demonstrate it.
Okay, okay, sir.
So here I wanted to say that this paragraph is actually selected from another author's write-up. So how we have to do it, what you have to do is first go to references, and here there is an option called manage sources, style, bibliography and insert citation, together coming under citations and bibliography. Here what you have to do is click on manage sources and click on the new option. Say that it has been taken from a book. Here you have to put the name of the author. It is always better to go and click on the edit button and enter the name of the person. For example, Gopakumar, his last name, and put my first name as V and click add. And I wanted to add my guide's name also, Baradold. His first name is A and middle name is K, and click OK, add. Click OK. You can see the both names have come. Now title of the book is Information Literacy. Here it was published in 2011. It was published in Mangalore. And publisher is Satyam Books. And once it is done with, you can click OK. So you can see that the details are there and it is formatted according to APA style. Click close. Now what you have to do is be here and go to insert citation option. You can see that whatever we have entered is available here. Click on this. The citation is inserted. Gopakumar and Bardol, 2011. And this is according to APA style. And if you want to change the style, you can click on the Chicago manual style. It will change. Now that ampersand is changed as and. So this way you can change the style. You can go for Harvard or Turabian. All those things are possible. Harvard. See, it again came back. Now at the end, you wanted the bibliography. What you have to do is click somewhere here and go to click bibliography and click on this. Your bibliography is also ready. That simple it is. So what you have to do is click on manage sources, end all the details. What you can do is there is a video on this which I created and it is available in my YouTube channel. You can listen to that. It is only 15 minutes. With that you will learn how to do it. Any other question? If you want, I can get that, send you the link of that particular video.
Sir, definitely, sir, we'll provide the record sessions.
Okay.
Because it is a huge space.
Okay, I'm just giving you this particular what is that link for my video that will help them. Here I am giving the link. If you see this video, you will get more information about how to insert citation using MS Word. It's a video link in YouTube. Any other doubt?
I think they don't have any queries, I think, sir.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. It was a nice lecture once again.
One or two things didn't work well. Otherwise,
Yeah.
no, some software problem is there.
Yeah, basically most of the people, they will be doing these page numbers and all manually.
Yeah.
Number and they will be inserting.
Right,
But it
right.
was a nice topic, how we can insert page numbers automatically.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.